What's going on, Sooner Nation? We've got some pretty good headlines to talk about now. Coach Brent Venables has gone through his coach's show, his Monday night deal. And I usually drop a video on Tuesday about this, but he put some juicy nuggets out there that will probably pop up also in the 11 o'clock press conference that we've got to dive into now, because a lot of Sooner fans are going to get pretty excited, and there's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel based upon what he said in his presser. So let's dive into each one of these points. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. This video is powered by our partners over at BetUS. Check them out. They are hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. Every Monday, Brent Venables has his coach's show, and it's on SEC Network. So I went through, got to watch it, hopped on the social medias to see some of the reactions, and all of our favorite, top reporters dropped some nuggets. Me watching it, them dropping it. Go check out George Stoya. He always does a great job of categorizing everything. He catalogs it and puts it in his nice threads. He's fantastic. He's of a Sooner Scoop. Parker Thune does a great job over there. OU Insider, check them out. Tom Verde over there at 247. All of them do a fantastic job. Chronicle, really, taking note of everything that's said. And the ones that jumped out to me, though, we got to dive into here. First off, we've got our quarterback for next week. It's going to be Jackson Arnold. Brent Venables announced that Jackson Arnold will be the starting quarterback going up against Ole Miss. So it appears that the purpose of Joe John Finley being the play caller with Kevin Johns is that Kevin Johns was doing more advanced scouting, and he wasn't as involved with the day-to-day planning. Now, he did work with the quarterbacks, but not super extensively. Now he's got that baby. That is his baby. He's going to take care of the quarterbacks. And Joe John's going to run the plays, as I'm assuming that the staff all agreed that it made more sense for him to do it because he knows the book. He understands, what needs to be ran, and they feel like he's ready to prove himself as a play caller. So we'll see. I believe that Jackson Arnold trusts him. I think that Michael Hawkins trusts him if he needs to come in. So when we start seeing a little bit more aggression, that's probably why. And also leveraging the scheming capabilities of helping with a struggling offensive line. It's going to be critical against Ole Miss. I do believe that they're going to have a plan for this finally. So let's cross our fingers and toes that it works out. And we actually are competitive in this game. The spread's crazy. We're going to talk about that spread here with this word from our sponsor. This video is powered by our partners over at BetUS. They are hooking up the gamer. You got to check them out. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 by using the promo code YouTube150. We know Oklahoma is a massive dog on the road. 20-point dogs going to Oxford to play against Ole Miss. I'm feeling a little froggy. I think my Sooners can finally get a spark, especially now that we've got new play callers. And you can do the same. Check out BetUS. They're hooking you up. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. You also get 125% on your second and third deposits by using promo code YouTube150. They're also going to give you Bettor's Insurance. 10% of your net losses back twice a year to keep you in the game. May as well give them a chance. Check them out. One of the best in the industry, one of the fastest payouts out there. BetUS, where the games. Thanks for sticking around. The next big nugget that we got out of here, this is the one that's probably the most exciting for your boy, is he talked about the wide receiver room. Now, we all know that we're down 5 guys, and this is the room that has struggled the most this season. And honestly, this was the room that we were relying on the most, and we literally just hit every single bit of bad luck to where people getting hurt, losing 5 dudes sucks. But Brent Venables decided to talk about the players. And so he had some conversations. He indicated in here, and this is from George Stoya. I love how he typed this out. It's very, very simple to reread as I watched. Like I said, I watched the show on SEC Network. You can watch it as well. But he indicated that Andrew Anthony wants to come back to OU next year, and he could play this season. Same thing with Jalil Farouk. He's a few weeks away. So it looks like Farouk probably won't see action this week, but he could see action closer to Bama. Deion Burks is day-to-day, and Nick Anderson, they found out, had a very bad torn quad that takes about 3 months to heal. So when we talked about the Nick Anderson injury, I told you all, sounded like it was a lot worse than expected. Now here's your update. It sounds like Nick Anderson tore his quad. And so he tore his quad, he's done. That's a 3-month injury. So if he tore it against Tennessee, which was end of September, that's in October, November. If you're lucky, you get him in December. So there's a good chance that Nick Anderson will not be able to come back unless we all just get lucky. But the good thing here is that he states, and this is the part that got your boy excited. I felt like y'all need to know that. All 4 of the wide receivers said they want to come back next year. Take that for what it is, but I'm going to say, if you get all 4 of them to come back and they get to be healthy, you've got the deepest wide receiver room in the SEC. Period. All they got to do is get healthy. That's what we've been waiting for. So if you get Andrew Anthony, who sounds like he's gotten over whatever fears, and, well, he had to have another procedure, so it sounds like there was some rational fear of being hurt because he was actually still injured. He's gotten that taken care of. You now have Nick Anderson wanting to come back next year, so you get your 6'4", 220 wide receiver back. If Jalil Farouk comes back, that gives you a veteran guy that likes to make plays. All you got to do is hold on to the ball. And then Deion Burks makes a return. You got yourself a speedster in the slot. And then you can keep working in your young guys. That way you don't have to rush them on the field. Bruh. You put yourself in a very good position next season. I know. We said this going into this year. Well, now the young pups have gotten some reps. And there's a chance that they know they can play. They're learning how to play now. They had to learn on the fly. Learn on the job training. But if you get Nick Anderson back, you get Deion Burks and Andrew Anthony back, in which we saw what Andrew Anthony can do when he was healthy. You just set yourself up for a great season. And that's what you're hoping for going into next year. Your quarterbacks now have safety nets. Your young offensive linemen have grown up because they've been playing now. Now you're coming back with some continuity. And now we can just only hope that next year it gets better. That, to me, was the best news out of all that Brent said. He also talked about, feeling bad for the fans and just that things did not work out the way we wanted to, and how good y'all deserve better. And he's right. I told y'all the same thing. I hurt for you all more than I hurt for myself. So I understand how emotional we can be as sports fans. And I hate that, it's been this brutal. I hate even bringing the bad news. But to me, that's a positive update. That's light at the end of the tunnel. All we need to see is, will these players be here? Will they be able to play next season? And it feels like they will be. I know. Some of you are backlashing at your boy. The comments are going to be pretty vicious. But I know a lot of you are going to be in those comments like, you know what? That puts a little hope in my heart. I'm now ready for, honestly, this season to flush this season and go into next. I know we're going to go a whole year hyping it up. So we'll be here. We'll talk about any movement. We'll have portal movement. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. So we'll talk about it. So let me know what you think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. How you feel about that update? Does it help you feel a little bit better? I mean, because if we get Burks back this week, which he looked decent out there dancing and moving in warm-ups, I'm wondering if there was something with his cutting ability. I mentioned this on the live, and I'll wrap up with this. A buddy of mine, his son plays rugby at the collegiate level, and he had a deep thigh bruise. He could run north and south, no problem. But the minute he tried to cut, he collapsed. Too much pain. But you couldn't see it. The bruise on top you couldn't see is all deep inside. And so for him it was, no, this thing hurts. I can still run north and south, but if I'm hitting my leg or if I try to cut, when I plant, that's when he felt his pain. think Deion Burks is dealing with something similar, but it looks like he's getting closer and closer. So let's cross our fingers and toes. Let us know what you think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. If you made it this far, like the content, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We'd love for y'all to join this family of Sooner fans talking OU football, SEC, and college football in general. Having a blast doing it. We'll have another video. We'll dissect what everybody missed in the presser on tomorrow. So we'll probably drop something tomorrow night. Maybe something Wednesday morning. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But this video is powered by our partners at BetUS. Check them out. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. I will chop it up with each and every one of you in about 12 hours. Peace.